For years, all that existed online was 15 seconds of footage that are on a YouTube channel called Funky Fresh YT.
Oh, okay, somebody finally shouted me out. Okay, let's go do this. Yep, there it is. First off, before I start this, I just want to say sorry if I sound like I'm all stuffy. I've been kind of getting over a cold. So, I guess since Obscure Media, I think that's what his name is, Obscure Media TV, much appreciate you for shouting me out, said something about me uploading a video of Space Marshal Wangmagwi, so I thought, why don't I review the movie? So I can tell you how ridiculous it is. So, Space Marshal Wangmagwi was a 1967 South Korean kaiju film that was released by Seiji Trading Company, Ltd., and then was re-released by SRS Cinema in January of 2023. It is the second ever South Korean kaiju film, besides Bogasari from 1962, now considered a lost film, with only newspaper articles and a few pictures of it surviving. This was long thought to be a lost film until around 55 or so years later, when it was finally found in a work print by SRS Cinema, who then got the rights to it and then re-released it on a 2,000 copy only run of a Blu-ray and a 50 copy run on VHS. So this was the one that I got. I got the Blu-ray copy, and there's the back of it. It's probably all glared and it's probably backwards, so get your mirrors ready, kids. There's the back of it. It's based on Wangmagwi. There's the front, and then there's the spine. And then we got the, God, that's hard to open. We got the, disc, and then there ain't much else. But yeah, all I can really say about this is that it is the most ridiculous movie I've ever seen. And that's saying something, because I've seen stuff like Godzilla's Revenge, and, Godzilla 1998. But yeah, although it was one of the first Korean kaiju films, does not mean it's all that bad. For being a second attempt, I'd say it's actually pretty somewhat well made. Sure, I mean, Wangmagwi looks like a deformed tumor, but apparently he's supposed to be a dog or something? I'm not exactly sure, but what can I say? The film opens up with some aliens getting ready to conquer Earth, and then they send a space monster down to destroy the Earth. Some kid literally named Spider should be right around... Come on, focus you. Yeah. Alright, I'll just read it. Aliens from another world seeking the conquest of Earth invade with flying saucers. They unleash a gigantic monster called Wangmagwi, which destroys everything in its path. The Air Force, led by ace pilot Oh Hyung-won, is dispatched, but can do little in such still heavily populated areas. Amidst the carnage, Space Monster picks up Oh Hyung-won's bride, On-hee, whatever. Can't really pronounce those names very well. Carrying her along as it carries out the alien orders. However, when it tries to crush a young boy named Spider, like I said, that very creative naming, the kid evades the monster by scrambling up its arm and hitching a right into the monster's ear. It tortures it from within, cutting through its eardrum, and after finding a path to the nostril, is stabbing its inner nasal cavity. Eventually, Wangmagwi deploys a powerful death ray, melting entire buildings, forcing O to finally take action. He executes a risky plan to save his bride and the kid, while hopefully stopping the beast once and for all. So how is the movie? That's the million-dollar question. I did end up paying the initial price on SRS Cinema, which was around $25. And for what it is, it's nice to have. It's kind of like a novelty to me. And I went into it thinking that this was going to be some kind of historic landmark. No, this this right here, this is a historic landmark. This thing right here, this thing is just a bump in the road. I'm not trying to say it's a horrible movie. It's definitely not good. I'd rather watch North Korea's Pulgasari from '85. However, I could give it a pass, and I'm probably going to be getting the DVD version when it releases on Amazon in June. So yeah, with this version, it is 87 minutes long, and it is in 1080p, and it's still in the Korean language. Although the weird thing is that I believe it actually had a different audio track than the original, because the voices seem very, very clear, unlike most old kaiju movies from this time, which would lead me to think that they redubbed over the work print. Not saying it all seems redubbed. I mean, the buildings being crushed does seem like it was redubbed. But from a 1 to a 10, I would definitely rate this one probably a 7, just for originality. And would I really suggest this? I mean, if you want to see it, that's totally fine. It's definitely a big landmark in lost media. Not only kaiju media, but lost media in general. But, yeah. The movie came out in 1967, and it also holds the Guinness World Record for the most film extras in movie history, being around 180,000, I think. I could be wrong about that one. But, yeah. It was long thought to be lost outside of South Korea, and it was only shown at theaters a few times. Hence why I uploaded those 15 seconds of footage, which I will openly admit are not mine. I did not record it off of a TV, as the Lost Media Wiki says. I did not record it off of anything. I just took a random video off of YouTube, which you can see the Kindmaster logo up in the corner, as you can most likely see with this video. It should be right there. The only reason I did that is because I thought it was going to be a lost film forever. Then I found out SRS Cinema was releasing this, because I found out in the comment section. I'm like, nah, you're not talking about this movie, right? And they're like, yeah, they're going to be releasing it. And I'm like, oh boy, this ought to be fun. And so, yeah, that's pretty much just a very short review of Space Monster Wangmagwi from 1967. Hope you guys all enjoyed, because I'm still getting used to this kind of format. And sorry if I sound sick once again. I apologize in advance. And this is probably my comeback to YouTube at this point, because I have not been on YouTube in years. Well, it feels like a few years, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you like this new layout, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.